Shalom, shalom, shalom. Peace and blessings, family out there, Israel, Yasharala, and peace and blessings to you Gentiles as well. We're going to go ahead and continue this segment that we've been on, finish it up with this video, um, referring to Gentiles and how they're going to, uh, get you know, salvation. And just explaining, went over how the church house really twisted up this word and how they just totally wiped Israel out of the picture. The true Hebrew Israelites, the chosen people of the Most High, which that is not what we teach here. The Most High's children are very relevant in this time. If it wasn't for Hamashiach saving us first, it could not be the domino effect that it has been to this day for the rest of the nations. So all praises, honor, glory goes to the eternal Father in heaven and earth, and every nation shall confess His name. All praises due. So we're gonna go ahead and start in Romans 8, Romans 2. We're gonna be in the KJV still. Romans 2, and we're gonna hit verse 7, Salakia. Romans 2 and 7. And it reads, to them who by patience, continuance, and well-doing seek for the glory and honor and immortality, eternal life, right? And this is how we can all be one in Hamashiach. Not meaning that the children of Israel are just totally wiped out of the picture, but meaning that it's the same mindset, right? So these Gentiles, how they're going to get in? By faith in Hamashiach, and turning and repenting and changing from their wicked ways. Now, if they don't do that and rebel, they will get a different scenario. So let's go to verse 8. It says, but unto them that are continuous, right? Contentious, and do not obey the truth, but obey unrighteousness, indignation, and wrath, tribulation, and anguish upon every soul of man that doeth evil, of the Jew first, and also the Gentile. So the house, the judgment starts at the house, right? The royal house. It starts here. So, whatever the Gentiles do as well, if they rebel, they're going to get the same repercussions as the Jews, right? Just like their judgment is coming, right? So that's the order, and that's the order that's going to be for eternity, right? So we know that He accomplished all things, and He accomplished when He came here. And then He gave the disciples a blueprint to deliver to His people. That's why Paul said, in his writings, he goes to the Jews first, right? And then the Gentiles, right? Because they were supposed to receive the message first, right? So once they received it, then he can definitely go and deliver it to the other nations, right? So let's go ahead and go Salakia. I didn't hear, did I? Yeah, let's hit verse 10. But glory, honor, and peace to every man that worketh good, to the Jew first, and the Gentile also. So you see the order, right? So that's how we can all be one in Hamashiach, right? Not meaning that anybody's replacing anything, but the actions, the works that you do, right? So let's go to Romans. Oh, as a matter of fact, let's just stay here. Let's go ahead and continue to read. We'll read all the way down to 16, and we'll just, yes, Salakia. Had the scriptures mixed up. Yeah, we're going to read all the way down to 16. Probably read it down further. And we're going to go ahead chop it off there. So let's start from 11. It says, "For there is no respecter of persons with the Most High," right? And that's why he says that. He brings that up. It's no respecter of persons because he holds everybody to follow the way, man. And even though the Gentiles were not under the covenant, they have to still have faith and follow the statutes and laws of the Most High, and they're not going to know anything about that unless we deliver this word to them, that we're the ambassadors of Hamashiach, right? So it says, "For as many have sinned without the law, see, shall also perish without the law, and as many have sinned in the law shall be judged by the law," right? So no matter what you sin, you're going to get repercussions for it, right? You take the action of sin, you will get judged for it, right? You may go through something, whatever, right? So it says in verse 13, "For not the hearers of the law are just before the Most High, but the doers of the law shall be justified," right? All praises. So, and it says, "For when the Gentiles which have not the law do by nature the things contained in the law, these having not the law are a law unto themselves." So that means that they're following in the spirit, even though the law was not given to them. They follow in the spirit, so they uphold the laws and statutes. Matthew 22:36-40, right? They're in agreement. They are following in the spirit, right? And they have faith in Hamashiach. That's what that means. It says verse 15, "Which shew the work of the law written in their hearts." It's written in their hearts, right? That's why it says that the Gentiles are going to come to the light, man, because they're going to want to do it. It says, "Which shew the work of the law written in their hearts, their continuance also bearing witness, and their thoughts, the mean while accusing or excusing one another. In the day when the Most High shall judge the secrets of men by Yahushua Mashiach, according to my gospel," right? He's going to judge the secrets of men, right? That's everybody, man. And if he's judging the heathens, right? The Gentile, well, yeah, heathens and Gentiles, right? They're going to need to know the laws and statutes in order to be judged, right? Because they're not going to have that excuse to say they didn't know, right? So, let me see. Give me one sec. So, let me go ahead and hit verse 17. It says, "Behold, thou art called a Jew, and restest in the law, and makest thy boast of the Father. And now his will is and improvest the things that are more excellent, being instructed out of the law, and are confident that thou thyself are a guide of the blind." We are the guide of the blind, right? We uphold the law, right? A law of liberty today, right? And we are a blind guide to the blind, right? Look what it says right here. It says a light of them which are in darkness, right? No matter who it is, right? It says an instructor of the foolishness. See right here, it says a teacher of babes which has the form of knowledge and of the truth in the law. So they got a type of form. So you see, like, say for instance, you see a Gentile have that form of the law with this written in them. Treat others like they want to be treated. Love the Most High with all their mind, heart, and soul, right? That's what it's all about. Getting them on the right path, right? Spreading the good news that the Hamashiach told us to do. And it says, right here, it says an instructor of the foolish, right? A teacher of babes, right? Which has the form of knowledge and of the true in the law, right? They're babes, man. They never did know all the things that we knew, right? Because the word was the Hamashiach came for us first, right? And these Gentiles today, we got to continue to do the works that were done back then, right? And it says, thou therefore in which teaches another teaches not thyself. So it happens. It gotta happen for you first in order for you to deliver the word, right? Check your spirit, right? It starts at the house of Israel first. Judgment starts at the house. We gotta be right before we deliver it. And it says, thou that preaches a man should not steal, does thou steal? Thou that sayest a man should not commit adultery, does thou commit adultery? Thou that adorest idols, does thou commit scarlet? Right? Thou makest thy boast of the law. Through breaking the law dishonors thou God, right? The Most High, right? For the name of the Most High is blasphemed among the Gentiles through you, as it is written, right? So if anybody does go off, right, just like the law of Moses was, it's the supposed sin, right? It's the supposed sin, and how sinful not just Judah and Israel was, southern and northern, but the whole world, right? And it says, for circumcision verily profited, if thou keep the law, but if thou be a breaker of the law, thy circumcision is made uncircumcision, right? So it says right here, therefore, if the uncircumcision keep the righteousness of the law, shall not his uncircumcision be counted for circumcision, right? So it says, and shall not uncircumcision, which is by nature, it is fulfilled. If it fulfill the law, judge thee who by the better in circumcision does transgress the law. So it's saying the Gentiles, the one that are uncircumcised, right? If they fulfill the law, they do it by the Spirit, just by the will, right? Even though it wasn't given to them, but they know it's the right thing to do by the example of what we do, right? So that's why it says, who by the letter in circumcision does transgression the law, right? It says, for he is not a Jew, right? Which is one outwardly. Y'all see that? And it says, neither is the circumcision which is outward in the flesh, right? But he is a Jew, which is one inwardly, and circumcision is that of heart, in the spirit, and not in the letter, whose praises is not of men, but of God. So it's saying in the last two verses, right? He may not be a Jew by blood, but inside he's following the word, this what the word says, right? He's following the laws, right? He has faith in Hamashiach. He's doing the right thing, right? The Gentiles, right? So why are we just up and saying, oh, no? They gotta follow along, man. They gotta be under the subjection of the Most High. And we're gonna get this in the NLT to make it more clearer too, right? Just references. So let me get that real quick. Just to show you, right, in the NLT, it makes things way clearer and elaborates more because it's a modern day language. So it says Romans 2:25. We'll just start right there, right? It says the Jew ceremony of circumcision has value only if you obey the Most High's law. But if you don't obey the Most High's law, you are not better off than an uncircumcised Gentile, right? Just what we talk about, the Gentiles that are uncircumcision, right? It says if the Gentiles obey the Most High's law, won't God declare them to be his own people, right? That's in the spirit, right? So if they go according to his word and they have faith in Hamashiach, they uphold the law. The faith upholds the law. So they're doing it in the spirit, even though the law is not towards them, it's for Israel, right? But since they are upholding it, they are saved by faith, period. So it says right here, and if the Gentiles obey God's law, won't God declare them to be his own people? In fact, uncircumcised Gentiles who keep God's law will condemn you Jews who are circumcised and possess God's law but don't obey it, right? The rebellious, right? Because the rebellious Israelite ain't getting, they're not getting in, man. That's what the word says. So their hearts have to be hardened, right? So one that upholds the law, just like them Gentiles that bopped on I don't know, it was IUCUK, whatever them camps was. I seen it on one of these YouTube videos, man. He was bopping on them, man. You know, sending them correction. You know, and just because that Jew did not, he was rebellious and did not want to admit it, right? He got caught up in his own snare. And that's exactly what this is saying, man. It says right here, in fact, uncircumcised Gentile who keep the Most High's law will condemn you Jews who are circumcised and possess God's law but don't obey it. That only means if you continue to rebel, it's not going to be nothing for you, right? And these Gentiles that do the right thing, how's that look when they do the right thing and you not, right? You supposed to be the child of the Most High, right? And it says, for you are not a true Jew just because you were born of a Jew parents, right? Or because you have done through the ceremony of circumcision, right? So what that means is, uh, uh, some people that say they're Jews, they're not, because they don't uphold the law. But look at this, check this out. It says, no, a true Jew is one whose heart is right with the Most High. And true circumcision is not merely obeying the letter of the law, rather it is a change of heart produced by the Most High Spirit. And a person with a change of heart seeks praises from the Most High, not from people, right? And I went over that before in the previous video, but that's only saying that, you know, a true Jew, right? You could be not even a Jew at all, right? But you accept and follow the laws and statutes of the Most High, Matthew 22:36-40, and you have faith in Hamashiach. And what does faith do? It upholds the law. That's what it does. So that's what it means, man. You carry out through the Spirit, right? That's for you Gentiles, right? You obey the law. You obey the commandments, right? You love your neighbor like your own self. You do those, right? And that's how you are going to be saved, you Gentiles, right? But does that mean that Israel is X out the picture? No, we are still his people. It's just some of us want to be a rebellious people. And does that mean that the Most High's word is void towards us? Not by no means. Not by any means, because some of us are rebellious, right? Does that mean that the Most High's promises doesn't go for all of Israel? No, it doesn't. Let me get that real quick. Let's go to Romans 3. We're gonna end it off here. We brought this out before. It says Romans 3, Romans 2. Let's start there. It says, yes, there are great benefits. First of all, the Jews were entrusted with the whole revelation of the Most High. That's what we're entrusted with. We're his people. We are to be an example to the rest of the world so they can fall in line. That's not hard to do. It says, of course not. Oh, slot. It says, true. Some of them were unfaithful. Yes, some of us are rebellious, unfaithful, wicked. It says, but just because they were unfaithful, does that mean the Most High will be unfaithful? No. It says, verse 4, of course not. Even if everyone is a liar, the Most High is true. As the scripture says about him, you will be proved right in what you say, and you will win your case in court. All honor, glory, praises goes to the Most High, the eternal Father of heaven and earth. Yahweh Bashem Mashiach Yahweh Shai, Malak Yahweh Shai, all praises due. Pray that y'all have a blessed rest of y'all night, and just soak this in, So that's the middle ground, right? Most High's people are still important. They're still here, and he puts us first, man. He loves us first because we're the ones that he chose, man, out of the good works, right? And does that mean we boast and just turn our blind eye to the rest of the nations? No, not at all. It says don't esteem yourself above anybody else. And we're supposed to deliver this good word to the rest of the nations. It says treat others like you want to be treated. That is a commandment. So if you break the commandment, then you're going off. You're going off. But I'm going to end it off with that. And we're going to go ahead and continue to the next lesson we'll bring out. All praises, all through the spirit and power. And Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah Mashiach. Love y'all, family. Peace. I'm out.